ready? Where's my lighter? As soon as I can find it. Who's ready? Oh man, I can't even find my lighter this morning. It's right here. How am I gonna smoke my morning motivation without it, bro? Let me find another one, since this one wants to stay hidden. All right, who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready for some? Wait for it. Some boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. Oh shit, it's a windy morning marijuana motivation time, baby. Ooh, wee, look at that, it's moving shit. Ooh, something just blew through and it wasn't me. Damn, son. Your boy Marky Saint is rising and shining. I'm surviving. I'm thriving, not surviving. And this morning motivation is my ass flexing on these hoes. You know what I mean? Who's ready for some I love my life? You know? I love this life. Even if it's cold, even if it's windy, even when motherfuckers are disappointing me, your boy Marky Saint still finds a way to shine. Look at this, look at this. There's a whole wind situation coming in here, player. I don't even know what's happening, I'm freezing. Look, even the birds having a tough time getting out. Like, I'm out. Me too, homie. Me too. Bless up with me, join Weed Club, your boy Marky Saint. Rising and shining this morning. Thriving. That's right. 45, baby. Look at that body. Ugh, not fat. Not scared. For sure not scared. And definitely alive. Once again, I got kicked out of another spot. Yup, that happened. Gotta tell the truth. People are so weird on me. Maybe they're not enough energy. I bought this place for a week so I can get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. And make my own life a reality. Now, most people, they want to stay scared. I go into and lean into what scares me. That's right. I push myself, man. Where everybody else doubles down on staying the same, I don't want to stay the same. It's not enough to survive. I want to thrive. I want to live. You remember Wall-E? I want to thrive. I don't want, what's the survivability rate, man? Fuck that, you're gonna die. But not every man lives. And that's the fucking truth, homie. Whew, that wind is killing it. Let me get back inside. I got to swing outside when it warms up, if it warms up, stops from being windy. Roll another joint. I got everything. I got a little thing that keeps, I don't know what it keeps doing. It keeps like lighting up or something. I don't know. It just keeps getting going. But I got all my snacks, got some breakfast, got the phone charging, fridge full, thanks to me and my hard work. You know, there's my own candy bar without my friend stealing it when I leave it around. Cleaning goods, nice clean bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I get to stare at myself naked in the morning, you know, watch my ding-a-ling swing, and then just go, I'm grateful. You know, I get in the morning and I go, I'm grateful. I talk to this man in the mirror and I say, I love you. I love your hair, full head of hair, full beard, no belly. You know what I'm saying? At 45 years old, I don't even have to suck it in, y'all. Your boy Saint made it. And it's not enough just to make it, but to thrive when you make it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I made myself make it. Does that make sense? That I wouldn't just sit and allow life to just happen to me. I happen to it. And that's the big fucking difference. When I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all my friends and they just want to keep it the same and nobody's checking on me and then they drank all my beer and didn't thank me and they're kicking me out after I was already kicked out and I'm going through these things and I'm just like, you know what? I need my own spot. You know what I'm saying? 35 euros a day is a lot. But at the same time, I needed to relax. I needed to get my mind right. For a second, I was about to tell my friend, take me to the airport, bro. I'm done with Finland. And these kind of feelings suck, bro. It sucks to be in situations where people don't care about you, or you've worn out your welcome, or maybe they don't get the whole situation, you know. But that's what ended up happening. Motherfuckers quit on me, and next thing I know, I'm out. He said I could have till Wednesday, and he's like, no, man, you got a half hour. And I was just like, dude, what the fuck? I don't feel comfortable. You felt comfortable taking my fucking food. You felt comfortable with me cleaning your fucking toilet and organizing your place. When I came back, the fucker took the bed out, bro. He moved the whole place just the way he wanted it without me. And that's when I start to see, you can get rid of me, but you can't get rid of your excuses. You can get rid of me, but you can't get rid of your fear. You can get me to move, but you can't move yourself. And that's what it was, bro. I was just like, damn, man, a lot of people be running their mouths, don't really want to follow through. Yeah, come stay with me comes to, you got to leave in 30 minutes. $1,000 down goes to, now my shit's in the back of an alleyway packed up for me. And now I'm still buying things that I need, like files and tweezers and scissors that I have. My mom made my hairbrush for me. She bought a hairbrush for me. Boar's hair. A boar's hair hairbrush, right? And guess what? That's gone. You know, I start to lose things, and it's like, oh, I shouldn't have to lose things. I shouldn't have to worry about what my future brings. I shouldn't be homeless. I shouldn't be in fear. So that's what I do. I keep going live on my YouTube. That's right. I'm out here in Finland, away from the drama, so that I can have my mind clear. And I'm going to take this week, this $300, and enjoy my birthday instead of fucking trying to survive and stress my way through things. I am going to encourage myself to go and do more things. And that's the difference, bro. That's the difference, bro. Most of us don't get it. They don't want to. They want to just lay there and sit there in the same situation and hope something changes. And that's insanity to me. You know, I don't want to be in the same fucking place every time doing the same fucking thing. Some people will fight for that. You know, that's their survival. Of course, as an animal, we're going to fight for our survival, but do we fight for our thrival? You get what I'm saying, bro? Do we fight for it to be a little bit better than it actually is right now? Or are we going to just fight to keep it the same that it is right now? That's the difference. Most people don't want to embrace and drive change. They just are so afraid. And I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid of the future, and I'm not afraid of what I can accomplish. And that I think that's what scares people the most, you know, is that they are that capable. It's not that what could actually happen, right? Some morning motivation. No, what we do is we fear the unknown, you know. Instead of getting to know it, we run from it. We run in the opposite direction of what's happening, and I look for the people that run into the fire, the people that been through the fire, through the limits, through it all. Just a chance to be with you. I gladly lose it all. That's what it's like. It's like love. You know, all of a sudden now you're like, sure, I'll book a ticket to Spain. You know, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I'll move across the earth for this person, right? I'll do anything all of a sudden when I'm willing, not just able, but my feelings start to be that I'm wanting this. But the time to wait for it to actually happen takes too long. We take too long. We're waiting for the world to spin around us instead of spinning the world inside of us. That's the trip. And it's like, who are you, Copernicus? You think you're the fucking center of the earth and the sun, you rotate the sun. Well, the sun rotates around us. You're thinking you rotate around the sun. And unfortunately, it don't work that way. And fortunately for the rest of us, we can share the shine, because if we left it to you, you would keep it on you all the time. This is the point. It's a rotation, homie. Right now, they want to keep me down on my luck. Guess what? Soon enough, it's going to be their turn. You know what I mean, bro? Soon enough, the roller coaster, Ferris wheel, or carousel that we call life spins around. What comes around goes around. You know what I mean? And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to watch the sun go around me, right? Lapse of my days and of my life and my birthday, but at the same time, what do I got to do to be healthy, right? What do I got to do to keep myself in rotation? How do I keep this whole thing going without any hesitation? That's the real key. Because most motherfuckers are going to be like low key. They're just scared. They're scared. They're scared of change. They're scared of me. They're scared of intensity. And I'm on some, maybe you need to get more intense. Maybe he's like, you need to settle down. I'm like, maybe you need to settle up. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like telling people. It's like, I don't need to settle down. You need to settle up. You need to come up, saddle up, settle up, and fucking lift up. I'm watching my friend Jenny Face jumping out of a fucking plane, but right before that, she's complaining about my one little box that's been there for 6 months when she was supposed to do my taxes. This is how people are. I watch how they treat me, right? I watch how they ignore me, and then there's like, okay, cool. This person's not on my survival team, right? Like, it's the great race, except for they're racing in the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? And there are plenty of people like that. There are plenty of people like that just want to, slow you down, cost you double. Like my grandpa used to say, women slow you down, cost you double, right? Yeah, that's what this is like. This is like this whole thing where I don't want to be the one that slows me down. I want to be the one that speeds me up. I want to be the one that says, okay, yeah, you felt that. You felt that little fear, but you're going to be even more upset if you don't go over there and talk to her, or if you don't go shake that man's hand, or you don't have the opportunity to be present when a business opportunity is happening. How else do you think I can grow this thing? How else do you think we can make an international team? Intersect.ai is in Denmark, Japan right now, and in America, and we got 2 guys in India, and we got another coder in New Jersey. Or I don't know if I want to call him a coder. Let's just call him a evil genius. That is doing some things to make my situation move forward. And it's not like he's doing it for me. No, I have to pay for it. That's another $500, and then another $1,000, and another $300, then another $1,000. And I just start leaking money, and I'm like, you know what? I can't take it with me. You know what I'm saying? I got to be real with you. I can't take it with me. So I might as well do something with my spirit and my potentiality before my time clock is punched. You know what I mean? Before it's the last time I go into work. Before it's like you go sliding in like your boy, what's his name? Flirty Flintstone, and you go on in and you grab your little clay pallet or tablet, and you go in there and you punch it in the fucking, you guys remember this? The prehistoric bird, what's the prehistoric bird? The pterodactyl is over there and it punches his clothes in, and you just bumped in. And it's all these things. It's all of us going like, okay, do I punch my clock or do I just let the time slip on by? If it's for hours, most people are whores. We're all trading hours for dollars. It's like, yeah, I don't want to get up at 4 a.m., but I'll go on in so I can go ahead, pay down my debt or pay my bills. And then my buddy's going to hit me up going like, how's the print business? And I'm like, why are you asking me how the print is? Man, I'm sick of being a slave wage. I'm sick of living off of slave wages. I want to be free, man. And I said, grow some balls. And he said, fuck you, man. You know what I mean? I'll actually read the message, fuck you, bro. And I went, see, bro, there you go again. You're asking for opportunities and you can't wait to tell people to fuck off when they tell you, get a pair, bro. You want something, but you don't want to do the work for it. You're just literally a beggar, of life. Instead of saying a trader or a merchant that says, okay, life, I'm willing to give up a couple of years of not eating sugar and fasting and drinking water so that I don't have a fucking belly in the future. That's what you got to have to trade. Most people, they're afraid. They don't want to trade. They don't want to have to make a capitulation or an adjustment so that they can get what they desire. Instead, they rather sit there and complain about it instead of doing something about it. And this is why we're having this conversation. Because a lot of people that they rather just talk the shit than actually walk the shit, right? They'd actually You know, they just want to speak to a manager instead of manage themselves, right? You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things that I see all the time, and I'm like, you know what? Get away from me. You know what I mean? I'm not going backwards, bro. I'm not going back to the depression or a life without adjustments or situations that don't make me a better human being. Right, bro. Fuck that, man. I'm not trying to be like that. So I refuse. And that's what started to happen. I refuse to lose. I refuse to let myself go down the dangerous dark path of depression. I refuse to give myself any more time on the dark side like we talked about yesterday. It's just a waste of time. And that's what some of these people will do. They'll just waste their lives and not give a shit that they haven't adjusted their sales or tried different techniques or complain to you that they never had any opportunities. And like, you had plenty of opportunity. Every day is an opportunity. It's day one or one day. And most people say one day. Yeah, sure. One day I'll do that. Yeah, they do the lip service. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, nah, man, I live it, bro. And that's what it's like living on the edge, you know? It's nice that I'm in the apartment now, but in 6 days, then what? You know what I mean? Now what? Now what are you made out of? Some morning motivation? I sure hope so. And this morning motivation was brought to you by Roken Vapes. Mention Saints Addiction for 15% off. And yes, I brought my own cart, baby, with all my friends fucking sucking on it while I'm sleeping. Selfish, man. Try to keep my cashews. Can I keep the chocolate bar? Bro, I bought it. Can you go buy your own? Right? I've already bought weed, gave you weed, bought food, fed you. You didn't even, I helped you clean. You didn't even clean. And now it's all of a sudden I'm the one being mean. Okay, got you, bro. Keep your fucking life, homie. Yeah, let's stay friends. You don't want to be my friend. I'm the one that motivates you. I'm the one that calls you out on your shit. I'm like your accountability partner that you don't want to have, because guess what? I will be there at the fucking gym at 5 a.m., 7 a.m., 10 a.m., whatever the fuck it takes to make sure we get there. That's the deposit, man. You get it? That's what you have to do, is pay your dues. But nobody wants to pay up. Pay dues? They rather be lazy. Pay back? What? They rather be stupid. Why encourage your honor when you can dishonor and disobey and flake, right? Yeah, I know what it is. You know what it is. And you know what time it is. It's your morning marijuana motivation time, baby. Look at these top abs, baby. Come get some. You go fucking not eat every morning till 3 p.m. and you can be fasting, and then you can be, oh yeah, oh, stretch out, exercise the demons, and let somebody else be their own way, because they're going to do that either way. And that's what we're talking about today. It's this whole thing. Come on, fucker. It's the whole thing of, you're not going to tell me what to do, but you can't even tell yourself what to do, right? You don't want someone else to have control over you, but you don't want to have control over yourself. And this is why we're having this conversation this morning. It's like, fuck that shit, bro. Get a hold of yourself, man. You don't want somebody to come stay with you? Don't invite them. You don't want to do their taxes? Don't take the box, okay? And if you don't want to live your life, stay the fuck away from me, because I do. IDFA, I don't fuck around, and if you do, get the fuck away from me, bro. Oh, that's how I feel, bro. On a bed that's electric. Oh, when my neck is tight and I'm watching the whole world just blow by, and I'm like, I'm in a spaceship. This is the spaceship right here, player. This little spaceship, this little player, and the layer, this like shine, this kind of life, it needs to be lived. Not just survive, but thrive. Okay? You know? Not just sin, but win. Right? Not just complain, but use the pain. Use the pain. If it hurt that bad, do something about it. Otherwise, you're just gonna complain. Like, that's the difference, bro. Some people do something about it. Are you gonna be about it? Or are you gonna do something about it? That's why we had to have this conversation this morning. Because most people just want to complain. My buddy's like, it's not my problem you don't have any clothing. I said, it's your problem that you wouldn't let me go get the clothing before we started this adventure. Now I have no clothes and I'm freezing and I'm yelling at my friend, you don't understand. He's like, stop yelling. And I'm like, I'm already freezing. You know, I felt like the girl was like, I haven't eaten all day. You know what I mean? What'd you eat today? Says the guy that's been through the whole winter of Finland wearing 3 layers talking shit, and then he wants to keep the gloves. Okay, bro. No, you want mittens? You want mittens? You want to make fun of my mittens, but you want to keep the mittens that I bought. I got 2 pairs of mittens for €4. They're €2 each. I gave him a pair, and now he's got mittens. And I'm like, you want to keep the mittens? Ah, interesting. But you want me to return your jacket? Make sure I get my jacket. You got 17 jackets, bro. Stop it. I'm not trying to jack you for a jacket. I have my own jackets. They're just in storage with my friend. So many people, bro. Some people's kids. And that's why I'm having this conversation. Because some people, they're not educated. They don't know how to control themselves. They don't know how to be free. They don't know how to release their negativity. Look at me. I have a blanket outside too. Isn't this cool? Right on the bed, baby. Everyone is fine. No one is injured in the fire. Only material damages. See? See how life can be? See how life can be when you let it be? When you want it to be? You know? When you allow yourself to be? But if you keep yourself stagnant, bro, you'll stay that way. You'll stay exactly the way you want to be with your stubborn stupidity and saying like, oh yeah, it could have been. But my excuses stop me. I wanted to be a rock star, you know? But life wouldn't let me. And then we having this conversation again that life didn't give you the opportunity, but it sent you a canoe, it sent you a helicopter, it sent you a friend, and you kicked your friend out, and you waved the helicopter goodbye, and you didn't get in the canoe, and now you're realizing that the opportunity is already gone. And because your emotions weren't right for the timing, you let it pass. And I ain't letting nothing pass, bro. I ain't letting nothing pass me by, bro. Not this sunshine, not this life, and not my time. I was watching it last night and it said, Elvis Presley died at 42. I'm about to turn 45. For 4 months, he didn't poop, bro. He had backed up his stool so bad with so many drugs, he hadn't shit for 4 months. That's why he was so swollen. Nobody knew. But even the king died on the toilet. It doesn't matter. Death is coming for us all. But not life. You know, not all of us get to live. Not my babies. Not you. You don't get promised time. I'm telling you, it doesn't happen. You have to make it happen, Captain. Yup. You got to go out into this life and say, I want my life to be different. And I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit so it can be. What is this going on? What is going on right now? I thought he was drunk. Maybe he has a bad foot. But yeah, this is the situation at hand. That you have your life in your hand and you can decide to put it in survival mode or thrival mode. And that's what WALL-E had it. Because if you're going to let the robot, if you watch 2001 Odyssey, and they were in space and they wouldn't open up the locked door because they wouldn't survive, right? And the same thing happened in WALL-E, right? They were afraid of dancing and they were afraid of love and they were afraid of doing all the good stuff in life because it was too much risk. And it's just like, if you let the computer make the decision, right? If you let your situation make the decision, you will forever be stagnant. You're going to be stuck in one of these boxes. Money slave, you know, that's that slavery that everybody is dipping for fucking money and doing anything so they can keep ahead. And here I am spending the money so I can just enjoy my birthday and see things that I never thought I'd see before. Pretty simple stuff. But not so simple that it doesn't give you a challenge to bring something out of you. To reach deep inside this spirit and say, I am going to be me. I will do my worst, because Lord knows this life is trying to do its, and I'm going to fight. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. I want to live before I die. I want to have dents and scars and all sorts of stretch marks that I earned, bro. Everybody's trying to hide their tiger stripes. But you know, a tiger can't change its stripes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tigers don't change their stripes, man. They change their hunting ground. You know what I'm saying? They get off their ass and go after it. You gotta go hunting and you gotta risk losing. And then you're gonna find that you're learning. And that's what we do. My poor buddy, Yoni. Did all his research. How do I get this machine into my building? Well, I guess I got to knock down the wall. Well, then some guy shows up 2 weeks later and says, actually, you can take the back off and slide it out the door. Where were you 2 weeks ago, Victor? Nice guy, salesman. Like, hey, we can get you a contract. We can get you a service provider. Get you a new printer. Actually, here's one here. Why didn't you have that on your website? You know, and I said, you know, Yoni, I don't think we can leapfrog our journey. I don't think we can leapfrog our lessons. You know what I mean? They're there in front of us to see us go through the obstacle course. It's 2 a days. It's hell week, if you want to call it that, for those that go into what's it called? Navy SEALs and shit, right? You know, that's what it is. You're going to have to do some hell weeks, man. It's going to be like hell to quit sugar. It's going to feel like hell to fucking not be in comfort. It's going to be the opposite. And this is why we stay addicted. This is the addiction of all addictions, because we choose comfort every time. And we choose to stay sedated. We want to do drugs that keep us feeling numb. And then all of a sudden, as soon as we feel real, we get scared. We're like, oh shit, let's go back to numb. And that's what addiction is. And I didn't want people to stay numb. I wanted them to feel something. I wanted them to feel the sun on their skin. I wanted them to feel it on their heart and let it in. You know what I mean? Let that sunshine in and touch your soul and go, okay, I have a soul. You know, and I touch my heart. I say, it's in there. And I can feel it, and it's meant to say something. And my buddy's like, stop talking to strangers outside. And I said, you're different than me. Don't try to stop me. We kind of butted heads. And I said, what's your sign? And he's like, Cancer. I said, that's why you're so moody. You know what I mean? And I said, I'm Taurus. I'm plowing the field. I know exactly where I'm going, and you can't stop me. I'm not going to hesitate and stop for every cigarette break while you want to fucking sit outside in the cold. That's when we had that argument. I'm like, I'm freezing. You know what I mean? And without the place is right there. Well, let's go inside. Smoke your cigarette inside. I don't have time for your habits. And I said, I'm going to have to break away from you. You know, I can't stop every time you want to do a cigarette break. And they were often. They were like every 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you would roll another cigarette and wanting to go out in the freezing cold to go smoke it. I'm like, I can't hang out with your habits. Same reason why I wouldn't bring Polymac Coca-Colas. Same reason why some of my friends want to bump heads with me is because I'm like, I'm more stubborn than them. I'm already on a path. And I'll be damned if I'm going to get bucked from it. So I try to do as least damage as possible on this planet, but rest assured, I will do my worst. But rest assured, let's say, do your worst for I will do mine. Rest assured, I will do my best. and blessed as it is, this is my best. So watching it on TV, watching my channels grow. We're gonna have new fucking thumbnails. We're gonna have closed captions. It's gonna be edited. I got editors now in India. You know, we're gonna blow this thing the fuck up. I'm gonna get it monetized because I got friends in Google, executives that are fucking fixing my name. God damn it! And then put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name, because this soul showed up in this life and I punched a dent in it. So I don't know many other motherfuckers that are living on the other side of the planet right now, going around the world multiple times so you can see perfection almost damn near. If this weather wanted to cooperate, this would be the best place on earth, wouldn't it? Let it shine. Let it shine. So go be free. That's my morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, go ahead, like, share, subscribe below. But you already know what it is. It's the peace and the love. Woo. And the, wait for it, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. But that's Finland. And I'm gonna go get warm. Sheesh.